Okay, let's get it poppin'. What up, people? It's your boy str8pr0duct's. I'm back with another item shop review for SpellBreak. This is for October 14th, 2020. I'm recording this the following morning. I recorded this last night. Unfortunately, once again, muted the mic, no audio, and after the horrendous experience I had previously doing a voiceover for one of these, I just figured, screw it, man, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'll try again in the morning, and I'll just get right to editing once I'm done with the video. So let's go ahead and get right into it so I can recap some of these opinions. Basically, yesterday, what I was saying when I took a look at all this, which I think this lineup in combination, like, I think each one of these skins complement each other very well. For the item shop, I think, it looks pretty cool. Looks like there's like a theme, like some type of like reddish type of like theme in the shop today. We got your boy Beguiling Rogue, which, I already expressed my opinions in previous episodes. You can go and check that out on the YouTube or the Twitch, twitch.tv/str8pr0duct's or youtube.com/str8pr0duct's if you want to see how I really feel about this. Basically, in the previous video, I said that, I'm sure, if you watch my videos, watch my stream by now, and you hear my like cosmetic reviews, all that, I'm not really so much into like the black and red combination all the time. It's not really a big thing for me, at least. Like, I don't really care much for it. I know this dude is more of like a red and like a dark gray charcoal type color, but still, to me, it's a little too near to the whole black and red combination. I think the red accents and outlines that he has going all throughout it's just a bit too much for me. Cape really doesn't do much at all. The one thing I did like about this dude's skin, which I had mentioned in the past, was the bottom of his shirt. You can see there's like some patterns down there. I thought that was kind of interesting. Bottom of the back half and the front. They got some graphics, and I like the graphic that's on his face mask. Other than that, I'm really good, man. I'm not really going to go too deep into how I feel about this skin. 1200 gold, I think a little bit pricey, but then again, I'm not a biggest fan for this skin. I know it does have decent layers of detail, and typically this skin Orient is 1200 gold. It says quick as flash and twice as deadly. Not really feeling that description either. It's just basic, simple. I'm good. Moving on. Alright, so this one, Enticing Glimmer. This looks just like the starter pack skin. It's basically just a reskin. There's also that frosty skin that they keep throwing in the shop as well. That's same skin. All these skins have like the eye patches. I don't know if like this is a subsect of a group in the SpellBreak world, and they all just have the eye patch and they just wear different colors because maybe they practice like different elements of magic and stuff, different kinds of magic. I'm not really sure, but I think of all the other ones. Granted, I'll show you really quick the PlayStation, or no, the starter pack rather. Which, the PlayStation skin also does have the patch too. She just doesn't have like the holes in the hood and all that. That's a dope skin though. I like that skin a lot. But yeah, see right here, it's the same thing. I thought originally yesterday that the patterns like on her little drape thing in the front were a little different, and some on the cape, but essentially they are literally all the same. It is just a reskin. But I really do like this one. I like the plum color that is on this skin versus a lot of the other reskins. I don't really care for that frosty light blue one that they had. It's been in the shop over the past few days. I like her knee pads and shin guards and all that. That's pretty dope. But like I said, the plum color really does it for me. I think it complements her teal hair very nice. A little splash of color, a little splash of variation, difference. And I think her skin tone is, it's pretty cool. It's like pinkish, it looks like she has a little bit of a tan or something like that, but I do like, her skin tone, how it complements the entirety of the skin as well. You have that little bit of shading toward the top half of her face, which I would assume is due to the hood that's draping over her forehead. 1200 gold. I think it's, it's a decent price. What catches your eye? Haha, we get it. There's a pun thrown in there because it's, she's got an eye patch and all that. Moving on. Then we got your girl Wildfire, which she's a reskin, and I just talked about this yesterday about how I should like maybe compile a few of the skins that are reskins, just so I can go through and talk about each one, compare, see which one's the best. I do think this is one of the better versions of the skin. I already like these reskins of this particular skin anyways. I think the Wildfire is pretty cool. Pretty basic. It's just combinations of different colors of reds, different hues of red, maroons, burgundies in there. Maybe I'm getting a little bit I'm going a little bit too outside the boundary with the burgundy, but basically what I'm trying to say is just different variations of shades of red. Complements her skin very well. Her skin also just looks like it's going through another variation because you look at her pants, her shin guards and all that. There's some brown in there, so it all just complements itself quite nicely, especially with the bronze and the gold that's on her chest and the armor. I think this skin's pretty cool. 1200, it's not bad. I mean, if you really wasn't a big fan of this skin, you could probably argue that it should be like 800 gold. But I think 1200 is decent. It's not really on my list. I'm not really pressed to go grab this. Like I said, there's various versions of this skin, different types of colorways. I think the one yesterday was actually pretty fresh too, with the emerald, clothing, and then the purple hair. I thought that was a nice combination as well. If you want to grab this, a sweeping flame is the description. Do your thing. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. SpellBreak skin. I like those variations of skins. That kind of skin with the reskins. I think usually those colorways are already all pretty good with that particular skin. And we have your boy Sombra Cavalier. 1200 V-Bucks. I mean, this dude's very basic to me. He's literally the same as the skin from previous days. We've talked about it before. It looks like the Red Planeteer Canyon. So, I mean, he's a reskin of that, but then Canyon and the Sombra Cavalier essentially is a reskin of your boy Pupil over here, which he's one of the skins you can get. You get to choose from after you complete the tutorial when you first start in the game. So he's pretty regular, but yeah, that's the derivative of those skins essentially. All of the tutorial skins, or the skins that you get to choose from after you complete the tutorial, are basically just reskins of that. With the exception, I haven't seen Wildfire or anything like that from the tutorial skin. But back to Sombra Cavalier, he's pretty basic to me. It's not really that his red and black combination colorway kills it. It's simple. It's not too much. I don't think the red outlines is way too much or anything like that. It's not overwhelming in my opinion, but he's really just simple. Carrying out a grisly business, as is the description. Whatever, I guess. Sombra Cavalier, doesn't that just mean that he's like more of a stoic figure? He's somber, so he's not really like boisterous or loud, but then he's cavalier, so he doesn't really show expressions. He just does what he has to do, I guess. That's what I would assume from that combination of words, that being his title. Carrying out a grisly business, yeah, once again, he's just a regular skin. I can see if you're into it, maybe you're into the simplicity. This colorway doesn't really do much for me. The tone of his skin, I mean, none of it. It's all just very basic. It's not bad. It's just simple. I could even argue that I think this should be like 800. I mean, I definitely see that there's leaps and bounds of detail for coming from like a skin like Pupil, the originator of this skin. But yeah, I don't know, man. 1200. I'm personally, I'm good. I'm not really gonna grab this. I do like how his chainmail is like, it's like dotted. If you look at his his left shoulder, and then on his leg right there with the arrows going down, and then we have like above the knees we have the dotted chainmail. I like that. It's not chainmail, or I guess it's studs, but I think that's cool. That's a nice little variation, because typically on that left shoulder there would just be like a chainmail piece or something like that. Yeah, it's okay. It's just a simple black, red, gray combination. Not bad. Then we got your girl Tundra, which I already got this. It's not gonna allow me to click it because I guess I already purchased it. But I'll show you really quick. Tundra honestly is one of my favorite skins in the game, and I believe I have reviewed this skin previous when doing other item shop reviews. I want to say she has been in the shop. I know she's fairly simple, but I think she's so dope. She reminds me of My Hero Academia and like Todoroki. A lot of time I'll pair her with the fire artifact. And I just think she's fresh. Normally I use like I'm a blaze caller anyways. Blaze caller, right? Like I use the fire caller with this, and what I'm trying to say typically when I play this game. So I mean, I just think it pairs perfectly with Tundra, that contrast. I love her skin tone. It's different. It's like a clay type color. And then her hair with the white face paint going down, it just looks fresh with her bangs and all that. I like her white cape. Like I said, her blue suit definitely reminds me of like a UA Academy from My Hero Academia, one of their like jumpsuits they use for like training or class or whatever. And then I also like her orange accents that outline the armor that is on her right shoulder, as well as her center chest piece. The belt buckle too, I think is pretty dope. Yeah, I just think she's dope skin. She's arguably one of my favorite skins, if not my favorite skin in this game currently, that I like to run. You already know we talked about Torch Knight before. I do like Torch Knight a lot too. He's pretty dope. I've been running him for the past couple of days. So moving on, we're gonna go. Oh yeah, and then we have the key liberation. This has been in the shop before. It's just a key, dude. Yesterday, I was talking about how, like, it's kind of nice how it does the blang blang, the Lil Wayne thing, the blang blang. Like, it's doing that's okay, but if I'm playing the game, I'm not paying attention to the little sparkles on the damn key, and nobody else is either, for being real. It's just a floating key off my back. Like, well, I guess DJ Khaled would be happy, but yeah, I mean, maybe he could do a remix, blang blang, major key. I don't know, but I'm good. 800 gold, unlock the wonders of the land with the gleaming key in hand. Yeah, I'm straight. Y'all just did a little Dr. Seuss rhyme. I don't need that. I don't need no green eggs in hand. Maybe I'll have a little bit of Fruit Loops later, a little bit of cereal, but keep your green eggs in hand, your Dr. Seuss rhyme, SpellBreak, back to the drawing board, dog. 800 gold, get out of here. But anyways, moving on, we have a 200 emo. It's okay. I mean, if you really want to grab it, if it's moving you, if it's something that really is intriguing you, all right, I feel you. Grab it. 200. That's not that bad. I could see dropping that. If I really wanted that, it's just 200. But then again, you could let that stack up. And another thing I mentioned yesterday too is like, you keep buying emotes, dropping out little cosmetics. That gold stacks up. So I mean, I would just wait. It says, are they talking to you? Yeah, I think it's kind of silly with his eyes. Like, he looks like Goofy when he points at himself, like he's cross-eyed or something. I'm not really into it. I don't really care about this. This is something where I feel like if I did it, who the hell's paying attention to this? I don't even know if you have time in the end and you get the dub if you can still emo. I think your character just locks up and you freeze. So I'm straight. I'm good. I'm Gucci. And then next, we have, we already basically talked about Pupil. He's pretty basic, simple. We have the ignoble emblem. Quick Google search. Little Google search. Ignoble. Ignoble, not honorable in character or purpose. So ignoble emblem. Alright, so not honorable in character or person. And then it also says a black heart deserves a dark emblem. So what I said yesterday about this game when I was originally reviewing it with my mic straight up muted, I was like, I'm looking at this dude and he doesn't really look evil. He doesn't look evil at all. Look at him. He's smiling. He has a little smirk, maybe a little mischievous, I could say. Like maybe he is a little, a little mischievous. Or that smirk doesn't even really say that. Like smirk to me kind of looks like, I don't know. He's seen his friend. He hasn't seen him in a long time. He's like, hey, friend, I'm happy to see you. Or like, I don't know. The waitress, he's at a restaurant. And the waitress brought him pizza with anchovies, and he's like, pizza with anchovies. I want pizza with pepperoni. I don't know. It's something like a minor misconception at the most, but it's not really striking me as an evil skin. Dude looks like a Green Bay Packer fan, if anything, or 90s Supersonics, 2000 Supersonics, something like. He doesn't really look evil. He looks like a Hector or a Jorge. He don't look evil, dude. I don't really get it. I just think they kind of missed the mark with this. The name and the description is confusing. I would never off rip look at this skin and think it's like an evil skin. He's pretty basic, regular. Nothing really super pops out about him. I mean, we just got that yellow cape with a Y on the back. I don't really get this skin. I'm not really a big fan of it. I mean, 800 gold. I don't really think it can get much cheaper than that. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm pretty good with this skin. Like I said, I think like I said, the description, name completely misses the mark. Mistitled, does not look like an evil skin at all. He just looks like some regular, simple dude. So I'm straight. But yeah, essentially, I mean, that has been the item shop review for October 14, 2020. Straight products item shop review for October 14, 2020 for SpellBreak. If you're checking me out on the Twitch, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate any time you're throwing at me. If you're checking me out on the YouTube, once again, I also appreciate that as well. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Anytime you give me, I really do appreciate. I know everybody has busy lives and all that. Everybody's doing something, whether or not everybody's tuned in to what that person is doing. So yeah, like I said, I hope y'all have a great rest of the evening. Have a great day. I'm recording this in the tip top in the morning. Had to get some sleep. I feel good after getting that sleep. I will say that. But yeah, have a great rest of the day. Have a great evening. And yeah, it's been your boy Straight Product. Thanks for checking me out. Peace. I'm out.